What's up, guys? I feel like Mr. Rogers the way that just started. Hope everybody's good. I'm here at my house. It's my piano. It's my kitchen back there. You see that garland? Look how good that looks. Look how festive that looks. Some Trader Joe's garland. Trader Joe's Judy Garland. We got a couple things to talk about. The holiday season is upon us, and that means the Win-Win Tour, at least leg one of the Win-Win Tour, is over. And oh my goodness, it was so fun. For those of you who made it up to the shows, I don't know if I came to your city, but man, it was so fun. It was so fun. It's the first, well, it's not the first time I've done a co-headline tour, but it's the first time that I've done a tour where if you weren't able to come to the shows, Matt and I started together on stage. We started with a mashup of two of our songs, full band. And then we played like 5 songs, and then I left. He played 5 songs. Then I came back. We did a song, just the two of us together. Then I played a set, and then we ended the whole show together. Scott Mulvihill opened. Man, it was so fun. For those of you who don't know who Scott Mulvihill is, oh my goodness. Talk about like a freaking talented dude. Almost too talented. Almost to the point where I'm not sure how close of friends we can be. But it was really great. I mean, Wirtz is a really good friend of mine, and he's so fun to tour with because he's a good friend, but he's also so positive. He's always having a good time, which I love about him. Thank you, Shauna. Shauna, what city were you in? Yeah, Wirtz is just great to tour with. Great friend. We had coffee yesterday, and we're gonna try to add some more shows because it was too fun to not continue. So thank you to everybody who came out. You drove to Chicago. Chicago is always great. We did 2 shows in Chicago. And that first show was at like 4:00 or something. And I got to be honest, I loved it. I kind of want every show that I play now to be at 4:00. I mean, after that show was done, we had to do another show. But how great would that be? If every show I did was at 4:00 and then we're done by 7, we're all in bed by 8. Come on. That would be amazing. Bruce, it was your idea. Let us know where to send the check. No, you're right. VIP was at like 2:30. It was weird, but in a great way. All right, what else do we need to talk about? So Win-Win Tour is over. The album is out. Man, Guys, I can't tell you how great. So an album release day, I was in Seattle, and I just spent a lot of the day sitting in a coffee shop. Big surprise. That's what I do any given day. But just going through and reading the responses and looking at Instagram and people who were, adding it to their story. That was all great. But then on Facebook, I was getting just the greatest notes from people who were listening to the music for the first time and just writing just the sweetest notes. I read those. I read the weird ones too, all the good and the bad. I read them all, and I was sitting in Seattle feeling so good and so grateful and so lucky and fortunate and all that. It was great. And it was really fun to play a couple of the new songs on the tour. Obviously, there will be many shows next year where we will play more of these new songs. But I'm glad you guys are digging the record. And I have on here on my list of things to talk about, answer any fan questions. So if you've got a question, I'll answer it. We can all see it. I can't ignore it. So what's up next is the This Time of Year tour, which starts this week. It starts on Friday here in Nashville. And Shauna, I'm sorry I'm not coming to Chicago. But I am coming to my hometown, Anderson, and playing with the symphony. And I'm so excited about that. So Nashville is Friday, Atlanta is on Saturday or on Sunday. And those shows are with two cellists, which I spent a good bit of the Win-Win tour writing parts for these cello players. And they're actually going to be here tomorrow morning. We're going to run through all these Christmas songs, and I'm so stoked. Cello is maybe my favorite instrument on the face of the planet, and so I'm really excited to play with them. But there are tickets to all the shows. I think are still available. There's still VIP available for those shows. And Bruce, you're coming to A-Town. Nice. I probably won't blizzard, but now that I've said that, it probably will have a blizzard. It never snows in December in Anderson. I feel like when I was a kid, it was always snowing. It was like a white Christmas every year. Now never, but we'll see. I can promise it will be uncomfortably cold. You will be uncomfortable. Okay. Shauna, you're driving to Ann Arbor. That's awesome. Ann Arbor is great. That venue, the Arc, is awesome. And yeah, you'll be tired, but maybe they have coffee. All right, there we go. My last thing is to play a song. I was thinking that I would play a Christmas song. Seems only fitting. I've just since I've been home, I've been kind of playing through the Christmas stuff, trying to get it under my fingers. Some of this Christmas stuff is hard. The jingle bells, that I do is, let's see, here we go. It's so hard. See, you see how terrible that sounded? Let me tell you what's hard about it. It's not necessarily playing the notes. What's hard about it is swinging it, right? I'm gonna get boring here for a second, possibly, but it's one thing to play. That's easy, but you're supposed to play it like this. I got that swing. Which I can do it when it's that slow, but when it's super fast, it's harder. Yes, we did find a tree. You see it back there? Look at how huge it is. We have a really big or whatever you call this, kind of a great room. It's like the ceiling is enormous, right? So we can get a big tree, but look at the lights. There are like 3-4 strands of lights that just aren't working. I plugged them in. I checked them. They were working when I plugged them into the wall. Now they don't work. So like we got to get more on the top here. This one, like half the strand is working. This one, not working. Bottom, not working. Tree looks ridiculous. So anyway, I think Amy's out buying some lights right now. What else? What else? 2 Christmas CPs are on mandatory rotation. Man, I love this mandatory. Yeah. Any plans on combining into a deluxe Christmas album with some new tracks? Yeah. I mean, you know, I don't know exactly what the plan is, but I'm definitely already thinking of new Christmas music for next year, for sure. And thank you for putting that on mandatory rotation. Mandatory. Nice tree, just pile them on top. It's so tough. The Christmas lights thing, I mean, why do they have to be so fragile? Can we not? Maybe these are old, I don't know. Let's see, Laura, you bought tickets Friday night, but now you've got to go out of town. What? Oh, that's awesome that you gave your tickets away. That's great. I'll try to make it worth your friends' while. Yeah, I saw Wirtz putting his lights up. It would be hilarious if I would have done one of those stop time videos of me putting the lights up, because it was frustrating. How much do I love my new piano? I love my new piano, although it's a little bit out of tune, so I apologize. The guy is coming in like 6 hours to tune it. It doesn't sound too bad. But you know what I love about my new piano? My favorite thing about this is it brings this little like felt bar down. I don't know if you guys can hear this, but like it's so soft. It's so nice. But I don't know if you guys will be able to hear it, so I won't do that. All right, guys, I'm gonna play a Christmas song. I'm gonna do kind of an easier one, so I don't make a fool out of myself. But as always, thank you all. I hope you're having a great day, and we'll see you on the Christmas tour. Let's see. Lights in the window, snow on the ground. People are getting together, fighting the weather all over town. Everybody's singing happy holidays. Kids are all waiting, anticipating. I wish I felt the same. Christmas time is here, but you and I. Memories of you, all I got. I hung the tree in red and green, the fire's still high. Christmas time is here, but you and I. Feels like the sun is made for us. Walks in the snow to the mistletoe to fall in love. Oh, now Christmas ain't merry, now it's only blue. Every song, no matter which one, just reminds me of you. Christmas time is here, but you and I. And the clouds in the church bells, I'll be yeah, the snowflakes fall and the seasons go. I'll be thinking of you. 'Cause Christmas time is here. You're not. Oh, Christmas time is here. But you're not. Oh, Christmas time is here. But you're not. Oh my God. I'm with you. Fire still high. Christmas time is here. Christmas time is here. Christmas time is here. You're not. Thanks, guys. Love y'all. See you next month.